Welcome to another year of the 25 days of MMR Xmas. If you're new here, let me give you the gist. What happens is that every day from December 1st to December 25th, I'll post one holiday film review in the lead up to the big holly jolly day. Welcome to day 11. The Muppets Christmas Carol is a 1992 American musical fantasy comedy film directed by Brian Henson from a screenplay written by Jerry Jewell. It is the fourth theatrical film in the Muppets Theatrical Universe franchise film. It was also the first film to be produced following the death of Muppets creator Jim Henson and performer Richard Hunt, with the film being dedicated to both of them. The film adapted from the 1843 novella A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. It stars Michael Caine as Ebenezer Scrooge, alongside Muppet performers David Goelz, Steve Whitmire, Jerry Nelson, and Frank Oz portraying various roles. Out of all Christmas Carol adaptations we've had over the years, I'd say the Muppets version is one of my favorites. I know last year I did the Looney Tunes version, Bah Humduck, and I'll stick by what I said. In that, it was one of the most underrated adaptations of A Christmas Carol that I've ever seen. That A Muppets Christmas Carol is just pure awesome. I grew up watching a lot of the Muppets TV and film works. My favorite being probably the original Muppet Show, and then you got I like the 2011 Muppets movie. The Muppets Most Wanted I didn't like, but the 2011 version was actually really good. But I gotta give credit to Brian Henson for his directorial debut film to be regarded as a classic is impressive. I'm pretty sure Papa Henson would be proud. It's just sad that Brian went on to do the Happy Time Murder, so I don't know what the hell happened since 1992 to 2018, so God knows what only happens. So the positives in this film were in bunches. The emotion was perfectly mixed with the sadness, gloom, happiness, and joy. The typical Yuletide feelings, and you'll get that with any of these Christmas Carol adaptations. The acting/puppet work was spot on. Michael Caine played Scrooge tremendously well. I feel like he did a better job than a lot of the other adaptations who the people we've had play Scrooge. And the puppeteers were on point as well too. I think the only gripe I have about this film isn't a negative one at all. It's kind of like a little minute one, kind of like a first world gripe I have. It's just that the fact that we've seen the retelling of Christmas Carol numerous times over the years, since we were even able to make the moving picture. I'm pretty sure Christmas Carol, they would have remade Christmas Carol on stones back in the Stone Age if it was possible, but we've seen it so many times. It's how many times can we tell the story with it being a fresh new take? And I think that's the only small gripe that I have about this adaptation. The Muppets Christmas Carol was released December 11th, 1992 on a budget of $12 million. After its run at the box office, it would go on to make $27.2 million. So overall, The Muppets Christmas Carol is a unique adaptation of Charles Dickens' classic tale. Like I said, Bah Humduck is one of my favorites, but this is sitting at a close second. It's a Christmas film that should be watched for generations and generations. And I'm going to give The Muppets Christmas Carol an 8.5 out of 10.